Okay, I'm back from my break. Next part, balance. We gotta get some balance in, man. Get that balance. Not sick. Oh, this music. Let's go. This music's a bump. Let's turn this. Oh, it kind of reminds me of the music from Harvest Moon DS, bro. That was such a. They had such good songs for that game. Oh, this is good. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Natsuki! Well, Natsuki is messing with the orientation, I don't know, of her manga in the closet shelves. Sayori approaches from behind and pulls her into an embrace. What? Hi. Hi. Literature Club has been in a full swing since Natsuki joined. Including her, the club is now accomplished of 4 members: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monika. Each club member had received one of the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. Natsuki was first to share her passion for manga. Then Sayori shared her love for poetry, as well as how she goes about writing tits to herself, whatever. Monica, who has multiple literary literally I don't know, interest, decides to focus her day on short stories. And finally, Yuri managed to demonstrate her obsession with fantasy with a little help and encouragement from Sayori. After the week was spent on their preparations, presentations, Monica decided to give the club members this next week to freely explore each other's literally, I don't know, interests. I'm really messing up already, bro. Sayori, having spent most of her time in the club so far with Yuri's fantasy books, is rather excited to begin her journey with Natsuki's manga collection. I want to read with you today. Tell me which one I should pick. Well, that depends on the kind of stuff you like. I mean, there's like romance, drama, comedy, mystery. I like all of these. I like all of those things. Sayori reaches out and pulls a random book from the shelf and inspects the cover. Shouldn't this girl be wearing more clothes? You wouldn't like that one. And is it a doujin? Natsuki, you got doujins in your manga? In a panic, Natsuki snatches the book from Natsuki's hand and places it back on the shelf in a less conspicuous location. Okay, well, if you really have no preference, then let's just start with something that's easy to get into. A lot of these don't start to get really good until like a few volumes in, and I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of a commitment unless they're already really into manga. I could handle it. I did it with Yuri's book at least. Well, I'm more considerate than that. Although I'm kind of impressed by your attention span if you put that much effort into her books. No, I have the attention span of a donut. Donut. You really do have an extension. You really have an attention span as a freaking rock, Sayori. She really does. That's why I love her. But I love my friends. I can do anything if it's for them. Okay, then. Let's pick something that even donuts can read. I didn't say I was a donut. I just said I had the attention span of one. Huh? You were just trying to call me sweet. You're so cute. No? How did you get that conclusion? And don't call me that. A donut? Cute. Aw, how come? I just don't like it. I don't need a reason. Natsuki yanks a book from the shelf and closes the closet door. If someone asks you to stop, then you just need to stop. People need to realize that. I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to hurt you. Nah, sorry. It wasn't you. Natsuki shakes her head while pulling a second chair over to her desk. I was talking about something else. I didn't mean to get angry all of a sudden. Natsuki inverts her gaze and mumbles. You're like a nice person, so I wasn't talking about you. I still learned a valuable lesson. Sayori speaks softly as well, feeling shy after receiving an unexpected compliment. Well, anyway, here's the book, so just start it whenever you feel like it. What's it about? Well, it's like a comedy, and there's romance too, obviously. Sayori looks at the title. It's called Love is Another World for Luck. Love is another word for luck, huh? It's about a girl who keeps accidentally running into the same guys, and then you find out, well, you should just read it. But you have to tell me what you think. I can already guess you're gonna ship yourself with. It would be. Oh gosh. I can already guess who you're gonna ship yourself with. It would be so funny if I'm right. Ship? I don't get it. You don't know what ship means? Like shipping someone? Not like a package. Like shipping who you think they're gonna be like. Hold on. Let me try to explain this better. Shipping someone like who you want to be with, like in the book. Like you shipping like Nolan with Samantha. Something like that. Just random names. No one I actually know in real life. Never mind. Let's not worry about that. Just make sure you tell me what you think. Oh, okay. I'll start then. Hey, maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too. Okay. I guess. But you don't want to finish this verse? Yeah, we could do both. I mean, unless you don't like poetry, then I won't make you or anything. No, it's just, well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow. After the club meeting ends and Natsuki and Yuri leave, Monica strikes up a conversation with Sayori. I see you got Natsuki to share some of her manga with you. I really want to become better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and impressive. I would just listen to her talk. She's so... I'm not sure if she meant I can't say that to her, or if I just can't say it at all. Say what? Nothing. I am a woman of respect. Respectfully. I gotta do that every time they say respect in this game. It just has to happen. But Natsuki is a woman of cute. Oh, I said it. What's so bad about that? I don't know. But you know, there's one thing I'm kind of worried about. Sometimes I'm afraid that Natsuki actually doesn't like me very much. That's ridiculous. How come you feel that way? Well, I mean, just small signals like how she only says hi to me after I say hi to her first. And it feels like she's only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga and other stuff like she likes. She just seems dismissive a lot. She was like that when I brought up poetry. Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She probably is just shy, you know? Maybe. I'm stupid. My stupid head is just making me worry for some reason. It's like it likes to do that. It's okay. Just not to worry so much. Try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. But you can always talk to me about any concerns that you have. I'm here to help. You're the best. Sayori gives Maka a quick hug. Well, I'm gonna keep trying because I love her and I want to get closer to her. You got this. I'm gonna be spending time with Natsuki. Oh, this song's a bump. After the next club meeting starts. I love the clap at the beginning. That's the freaking bump. After the next club meeting starts, Sayori is the last one Sayori is the last one in as usual. Trotting into the room, she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet, reading what must be a manga. Without hesitation, Sayori pulls in a chair and plops herself down next to Natsuki. Hello there. Hi. What you reading? Can I read it with you? Natsuki pulls the book away from Sayori. You can't just start in the middle. There are spoilers. Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday? Sorry, I was just curious. Well, anyway, I've been waiting forever for this volume to come out, and it just came out yesterday, so... Oh, that's exciting. Well, I'll let you read it then. Can I sit next to you, though? Sure. Sayori plops herself down next to Natsuki, then pulls out a blank sheet of paper. Natsuki reads in silence, save for the paranoidic fluster of page being released from beneath her thumb. From Sayori's side, only the light tapping noise of a pen meeting the paper can be heard. Time passes. Sayori's paper is filled with scribbles and the margin of lines that stick with stick figures. Natsuki lets out a deep sigh and closes her book. Did you finish? No, but it's a good stopping point. My head is swimming. I need a break. Natsuki stretches her arms. Aren't you bored? No, I was writing. Oh, I saw all the stick figures and thought you were just bored. I was drawing those when I was thinking of waiting for inspiration. I made friends with them. I made friends with them all. This one is sad because she thinks the night sky is pretty, but she can't look up at the stars in public without everyone thinking she's a weirdo. And this one has problems with his back, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him. Got bad posture. What the heck? You're the weirdo. Wanna read the poem I was working on? Sure, I guess. Sayori slides the paper over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads through the poem, she furrows her eyebrows. She slides the paper back to Sayori. Can we look at the poem? I want to read. I want to read a poem. I haven't read one in a little bit. Don't you ever feel weird just sharing all of your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are like really emotional. Is that bad? Well, no. It was just an observation. I think people can get closer to each other if they find ways to express their feelings. Why did I turn to Yuri for a sec like that, bro? God. Well, Natsuki begins to protest, but she can't find a good reason of putting her thoughts into words. Doesn't that depend more on the kinds of friends you have? I don't know. To each of their own, but I've never met anyone I feel uncomfortable sharing my poems with. Not that it's you, it's just how I am. So, you write poems? You never told me that. I just thought you wrote other stuff. Yeah, that too, but you should. I mean, would you ever want to share? Like I said, I don't do that. But can we talk about something else? I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It just makes me uncomfortable. I can't help it. Still, I'm sorry. It's fine. Well, let's move on to something that makes us both happy. I should continue the book you gave me, since I didn't get very far yet. Sure. Over the next few days, Sayori begins each club meeting by approaching Natsuki with unwavering enthusiasm. It's Natsuki! Natsuki! Hey yo, it's Natsuki! At the end of one club meeting, Monica, who has become rather invested in Sayori's friendship mission, starts to inoculate I don't know. Conversation with Natsuki while she packs up. It's cool that you've been finding time to spend with Sayori. She's pretty excited for the chance to read manga with you. Yeah. I'm sure you've been enjoying the chance to share too, right? Yeah, mostly. Natsuki glances over her shoulder, but doesn't reply further. What's on your mind? Nothing. I don't talk about people behind their backs. Oh. Natsuki falls silent, but she just fidgets instead of getting back to what she was doing, as though she wants to say more. It's okay to share your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind your back. I guess. I just hate when people talk about me behind my back. So I'm better than to do it to others. Monica shares a bright smile. You're really considerate. Thanks, I guess. But it doesn't feel like that. You can trust me. Natsuki stands in silence for a moment, still fidgeting. I just feel smothered sometimes. I'm not used to someone being like all over me right after we meet. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but I just have no control over the pace. I can't just meet someone and instantly become best friends with them and like share everything about myself. It's not how it works. I just want to chill out sometimes. Oh, I didn't realize that was happening. It's fine. Why would you? Why would you have? I know. I just feel bad about it. I know Sayori, so I should have realized. Maka navigates through her ting of guilt, which has suffocated mainly due to her being the one who previously encouraged Sayori's behavior. Despite not knowing the situation, Monica can't help but feel a little responsible. Do you want me to talk to her about it? No, I wouldn't like that. Well, I would. I don't know. I would like advert her into another club activity for you or something. No, that would be so underhanded and mean. Sorry, I didn't think that one through. Besides, just because I complain about it doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me. True. I'm sorry. I guess I just instinctively want to try to solve problems, even if I haven't been invited to. It's fine. I would talk to Sayori about it, but it would make things really weird between us. I feel like it would make her just constantly be afraid that she's bothering me. I don't know how to just keep things natural. Whatever. Well, I think if you do a good job expressing all your feelings, she would totally understand. Sayori really wants to be the best she can be for others. I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve your friendship with her. Maybe. It just feels so dumb, talking to someone about how to be friends with them. It's just weird and not cool. Maka shrugs. It's the Literature Club. Then she mumbles through a stifled laugh. It's not the cool club. Hey! I'm sorry. That just tickled me for some reason. Look, I know that you're kind of in a tough spot, and that's hard for you to really express yourself. But you really demonstrated that to me that you're great at self-reflection and critical thinking, even if it doesn't really feel like it to you. I think that the most important part of being able to navigate through these things, so I believe that you'll find the right thing to do. Well, Natsuki instinctively starts to reject the compliment, but she can't find any excuse to do so. Thanks. Thanks. Natsuki gathers her things, then she finishes her thought and then mumbles. And I'm still glad I joined the club, even if it's weird sometimes. Maka smiles, but Natsuki turns her back and walks away before waiting for a reply. It was an unusual way for Natsuki to express her appreciation, but Monica knew what she meant. It made Monica feel like everything was really going to be okay. That's the end? Bruh. Okay, I'm gonna take another break. Break time. Okay, now I'm back from my break. Time to get on to balance. Part 2. Let's get it. Balance. It's lunchtime. Sayori, who usually buys her lunch, is making her way to the cafeteria like any other day. Some music a little bit. Why is the music like loud? Well, I was actually listening to a little bit of music while taking my break, so that kind of makes sense. Like any other day. The clamor and bustle of the students is drowned by Sayori's impeccable skill of zoning out. However, her imagination is more momentarily interrupted by the glamorous of a figure, a pink-haired girl. Hey, that's Sayori! I never run into another club member around the school. Natsuki! Sayori stands on her tippy toes and waves. Natsuki, who's busy talking and chatting with her friends, doesn't notice Sayori at first. Then she glances over at Sayori's direction, Sayori waving enthusiastically. Following her friends, Natsuki quickly ducks down in the corner. Hey! She definitely saw me. She doesn't want to be seen with her friends with you, bruh. That's when you know you gotta get rid of those kind of friends. Bruh, I'm joking. Or am I? Maka is the first to arrive at the club meeting, then Natsuki. Sayori, having glanced through the window to see Natsuki already inside, is unable to work up enough courage to enter. Natsuki's been so distinct with me. I was stupid to think she would ever want to be friends. She only got excited because she got to share her manga. But besides from that, she doesn't even like me. I should just go home today.
Wait a minute. Sorry, but do you plan on going inside?
No.
Why?
I'm sulking.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm sorry for bothering you. Excuse me.
No, don't leave me.
Oh, I'll stay here then.
I don't want to go in. I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. I saw her at lunch today, so I waved and called out to her. But instead of saying hi, she just ran away from me.
Really? Not bad.
Hey!
Sorry, I'm sorry. That was a joke. It just sounded like something stupid that I would do. From anxiety.
From anxiety?
Well, I just don't like attention being drawn to myself.
Oh, well, that makes sense based on the person you are. But Natsuki isn't shy like that at all. I thought we were friends, but it feels like every day she's trying to distance herself more instead of getting closer. It makes me feel like she was only spending time with me during club because I was reading manga. but she doesn't actually want to be friends with me?
Well, I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here. Was she in the middle of something when you approached her?
No, she was just walking with her friends.
With her friends? Oh. Well, I think I got the answer, Natsuki.
Yuri pauses for a moment.
How do I put this? Sayori, you're very fond of your friends, right? You really want to be spending time with them.
Of course. I don't think there's anything more important to me. I mean, the best parts of my day are always with my friends. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so...
You hate being alone? Sayori nods. We're very different people. I cherish my time alone. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I think, well, if I was trying to have alone time and it was being treated with an interruption, then it just would not make me very happy.
Well, but that doesn't have to do with Natsuki. She was already with her friends, not trying to be alone or anything.
No, I think it's similar. Well, we're all friends in the club, but we have our own lives outside of the club as well. If you think about it, making new friends isn't some casual occurrence that happens on a daily basis. A friendship is an invitation to intertwine our lives together. But the capacity of which other person is ready to do that might be different. There are friends who just like to have fun together, and others who talk every day and share their detail of their lives with each other. I think when establishing a friendship is important to consider the comfort level of the other person. I mean, we don't really know much about Natsuki's life outside the club. It could be that she simply needs to make friends at her own pace, rather than jump headfirst into a new commitment.
But that means I really was bothering her. I just really wanted to be good friends with her, so I treated her like one. I was actually hurting her?
I don't know. I'm sorry. My insight was really only based on what I understand about my own needs. And Natsuki and I are completely different, so...
Why was I so selfish? Even if all of that is true, then it still means I hurt her. I think I messed up. Yuri, with you, I think I was really careful to understand your needs, and I was becoming friends with you. But I wasn't careful at all with Natsuki because she already seemed really social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance.
Balance. Oh yes, balance.
Now I hurt her and she doesn't want to talk to me. How could I let myself do this?
Sayori, I think that, well, there was one time you told me something about the way I saw things in my head being different from reality. It's easy to automatically jump to the worst case scenario, but I think it's more likely that Natsuki doesn't harbor any ill feelings towards you. So I think if we were to realistically consider the situation and how it would cause someone to feel, I'm bad at this, I'm sorry. You're a lot better than me at things like comforting and reassuring people.
Suddenly, Sayori gives Yuri a gentle hug. You're the best, Yuri. I'm sorry for burdening you with this. You're trying so hard for me. You're such a sweetheart.
That's not a burden. I enjoy listening to others, and my friends deserve happiness.
Sayori beams. Well, I think I'm gonna give Natsuki some space. She should do what she wants, and if she does still want to be friends, then I'll learn her needs and I'll match her boundaries. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best. I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. It makes me feel disrespected. Like I need to make it up to her by trying to make her happy. But that's not what she needs. I just have to tell myself that. It hurts, but I guess it means I still need to grow. I really want to grow as a person. If it's to be better with my friends, I want that.
That's very mature of you, Natsuki.
I'm mature.
Sayori hops up and down on her toes. So, does that mean you'll be going home after all?
Sayori shakes her head. I need to be here to show her that I respect her space. I'll just spend the club by myself today. Yuri nods in understanding. Can you go in first?
Okay. You're blocking the door.
Oh, my bad.
Sayori steps aside.
By the way,
before Yuri enters the club room, Sayori interjects.
You said that you and Natsuki are completely different, but I don't really think that's true. I think you're actually really similar in a lot of ways.
Yuri smiles and shakes her head. Sayori, that's absurd. That is completely wrong. You're very silly sometimes.
Yuri turns and enters the club room. After a moment, Sayori follows.
The club room is quiet. When Sayori is walking in, Natsuki glances in her direction. Sayori smiles and gives Natsuki a quick wave before sitting down across the room. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Sayori decides it's the best to continue the manga she was reading, so she pulls it out. However, it looks like Natsuki isn't reading today. She has a sheet of paper in front of her and is tapping a pen against the desk, staring at it.
Oh, are you writing today?
Maka speaks in a quiet voice, unwilling to disturb the peace of the club room. She kneels down at Natsuki's desk.
Hey!
Natsuki pulls the sheet closer to her and covers it with her arms.
Sorry. I didn't mean to peek. Whatever. I just wanted to see how everything was going. It's fine.
Natsuki replies dismissively. She glances over at Sayori, who is focused on her manga. Manga follows Natsuki's gaze.
I think she's mad at me, bruh.
She's just giving you space because she thinks that's the right thing to do. She's not mad at you.
How come? I'm busy right now. Ask me later.
Maka falls silent. Natsuki looks back down at her paper. She inches her hand away from the top margin
allowing Monica to see. It says, "To Sayori." Understanding, Monica smiles. She places a hand on Natsuki's shoulder and whispers softly, "I'm proud of you." Natsuki looks away, but makes no mention to remove Monika's hand. Monica gives Natsuki's shoulder a quick squeeze before standing back up and pulling away. Just going like. Then the club meeting passes. Yuri has already departed. So has Monica, after checking on Sayori and Natsuki to assure they weren't staying too late. Sayori was determined to finish her manga volume before heading out since the end was approaching. However, with Natsuki also staying late, for an unknown reason, a silent tension hangs in the air. After finishing the volume, Sayori brings it to the closet and put it away. She slides it back into the shelf while Natsuki watches. Then Natsuki gets up and pulls it back out in order to return it to the proper location. "Sorry, I didn't know where it was supposed to go." "It's fine." The two fall silent again, avoiding eye contact. They both look like they're about to say something, but neither can break the silence. A moment passes. "Well, I'll be on my way. See you tomorrow." Sayori turns away to hide her pain expression, then walks away from the closet. If there was any proof Natsuki no longer wanted to be friends, this was it. Defeated, Sayori carries herself out of the classroom. Once in the hallway, Sayori takes a deep breath and hits her palms against the cheeks, clenches her cheeks to clear her head a little. Suddenly, Natsuki's stammering voice calls from behind. "Natsuki?" Startled, Sayori turns back around and to face Natsuki. New scene. Oh, we listened to this song before. It's a new song. Natsuki fidgets and anxiously continues with her shaking voice. "I have a lot of things to say." Me too. But you go first." Natsuki bites her lip and can't stay still. "Well, first of all," she cuts herself short, struggling to continue. Trying to force the words out, she stomps her foot and hops up and down. "I'm sorry for the thing I did at lunch, and I'm sorry for just being kind of mean lately. It's really hard for me to like. I mean, I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable, especially when it comes to like feelings and stuff. So," face bearing Natsuki clams up again. Instead of continuing, she simply holds up a sheet of paper for Sayori to take. "Bruh, we got another poem, let's go." "The best place in the world. I love my bedroom. It's full of bright colors and soft things. The sunlight shines and makes everything sparkle. It's the best place in the world. It has all my treasures, all my books, all my collections, my memories. All my favorite dreams were born in this room. It's the best place in the world. It has all my secrets, all my failures, all my fears, all my feelings. Sometimes it feels so fragile that the door will break at the slightest touch. But it's still the best place in the world. But when someone knocks, I get scared. I brace my arms against the loose tins. Please don't break. don't come in. I'm not ready. It's my best place in the world. The knocking won't stop. I block the door with furniture, and I peek through the keyhole, and I panic. I'm trapped in the best place in the world. I'm not ready to share my favorite place. I need to clean my secrets and make my bed to hide in my nightmares. I need to touch them and put them away to see them again. I have so much to do and I'm scared. I'm not ready. But it's still my favorite place. I still want to share it. However, how long it takes, if you wait patiently, I'll eventually open the door. I'll eventually open the door, and I'll show you the best place in the world. It's a poem. But I thought, well, I sucked it up so that I would work things out with you. So just be happy about it. Please? Sayori smiles deeply from the bottom of her heart. I'm happier than I could express. I feel so awful, but I'm so happy that you would do this for me. I actually realized before the club meeting today that I made a mistake. So I got caught up in the chance to get closer to you that I forgot to think about you, what you wanted, and that we probably have different ways we like to make friends. About that, about like the friendship stuff? I mean, it's okay. I understand, so you don't have to force yourself to talk about it. Your poem did a good job. So don't force yourself if you're not ready yet, okay? Natsuki nods. You don't have to feel like you did something wrong. It was my fault. I'm sorry. I was mad at you today, or something like that. I actually felt really guilty and wanted to give you space. I was thinking it's silly that I just approached you all the time, and that I should just let you approach me when you wanted to. Just whatever makes you comfortable. I'll respect that from now on. Friendships should always start with those things, with the right balance.
Balance.
Natsuki nods again. One thing about that, Well, I don't want to have to approach you all the time either. I just want it to be
balanced,
like you said. Natsuki nods. Sayori nods. I understand. We'll make sure of it that together then. Well, anyway, now that the two of them have found common ground, Natsuki finds it easier to speak more freely again. I'm not gonna like share my poems all the time now, or something like that. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to do once in a while. Only the best ones. So you better like them, because otherwise I might change my mind. I like anything you do, Natsuki. I was just saying, more importantly, I have to tell you about my new boyfriend.
Huh? What new boyfriend, bruh? It ain't me, is it?
Is it me? Oh, from the manga.
Oh, I thought she was talking about me. Shut down again. Every time.
Wait, I need to guess who it is. You definitely won't be able to guess. The two walk down the hallway together. Oh my god. We have so much to talk about. Darn, I should have told you to save the last 2 chapters so I could see your reaction to the big reveal. Huh? You want to enjoy with me? That's so cute. Oh, shush.
That's the end. Dang, bro. End of the freaking balanced. Side stories. Okay, I'm gonna take a big break after this, bro. My throat is destroyed.